Big 12 Media Days. We got to talk about Coach Prime. We were just talking about the quarterback battle of Colorado. He weighed in and discussed the quarterback battle, and he's very confident in Colorado's quarterbacks. Matt, take a listen here.
Back room also looks great. You have two really talented players.
We brought both of them because I don't know which one's going to start.
My question to you is, would you be comfortable with a situation where both guys played?
Yeah. As long as they're doing their jobs and we're winning, we definitely want to continue to develop Juju, but Caden is unbelievable. Caden's off the chain. He's been there, done that. He can get the job done. I wouldn't have brought him here if I didn't trust him. But Juju is coming on around the mountain when he comes. And I love him. I love what he brings to the table. I don't know how it's going to play out. As long as it plays out, we can't lose either way with either of those two.
Your quarterback group.
Yeah, and that's true. Matt, I told Coach Fred on my show last week, I really believe they should go with Kaden Salter to start. I really think having, experience is going to be on their side, especially going against Georgia Tech week 1, who is no joke, and probably one of the best opponents, if not the best opponent they'll face all year. Georgia Tech's legit. And I really think having Kaden Salter at quarterback in week 1 is probably their best bet. Now, I hope that they sprinkle Juju in. I just think going into the gauntlet they're about to go into, having experience is their best bet. Matt, what are your thoughts on Coach Prime's comments on the quarterback battle?
Great problem to have, bro.
Yeah.
What a great problem to have. I mean, shit, bro. So we'll let this play out, and we'll see what happens. I love that he took both of them to Media Day. Juju's the youngest player in the history of Big 12 Media Day to go.
Yeah.
Again, Coach Prime isn't going by the book. He doesn't care if he's young. He's taking him. He doesn't care if you don't like the jerseys being retired. He's retiring them. He doesn't care. He just doesn't give a shit. Like, he's doing it his way. And you know what? It's working. So if you're another freshman out there and you're like, wow, they took Juju to Media Day, like he's really putting this dude on blast. That's good looking for recruiting. So as much as they don't do, regionally or like area-wise, they fucking multiply by 10 when they go national, bro. They recruit the shit out of these kids out nationally. It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah,
I love it. I think they're doing a great job. There's things that I wish that they would improve on, but they're doing a great job in a lot of areas.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I really think all of the Colorado haters, I think at the beginning of this season are going to be all over them. Now, I think as time goes on, they're going to see, hey, this team's a lot better than you guys think, bro. So
I don't think that people can sit around and talk like JB does so much about there's no substance.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Coach Prime is a program builder. I don't think that you can say that about him anymore. He is building the shit out of Colorado.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see. We just broke down their schedule. I'm pretty optimistic, Matt. See how it plays out at quarterback, Matt. Another thing Coach Prime talked about at Big 12 Media Day, I want to get your take on. He said, this is 3 things Coach Prime would change about college football, Matt. Take a listen.
What would change in college football? It has to be, and they're trying to implement it. It's got to be a salary cap on this stuff because this stuff is going crazy and nobody knows where it's going to land, where it's going to end, and you have so many different doors. It's like I would see a player that said he got an offer from another school, and I'm trying to figure out why you guys haven't investigated it, and how is that possible when the guy's not in the portal? How's that? Now, if that was one of my players, you guys would be all over it. I'm trying to figure out how can somebody say you got a $5 million offer. How? And the kid is not in the portal. So I think we need to be upright and upstanding. Secondly, it's going crazy.
Let's go one thing at a time here. Matt,
yeah, stop it right there.
Yeah, go ahead. What are your thoughts on that first part?
He talks about 2 different things when he says salary cap. He's talking about talking about putting a cap on how much you can pay the guys. But then he also brings up tampering. So I'm just going to go with tampering rather than salary cap. Because I think there already is a cap on how much the school can pay them. There's no cap, and there shouldn't be, on how much you can make on your own. The NIL and the payment thing are 2 different things.
Mm-hmm.
So an NIL deal now, a kid can get a car and represent fucking Rocky Mountain Chevrolet or whatever, and that doesn't have anything to do with the school, right? That's just him making money through his name, image, and likeness on the side. The
Right.
school has an allotted $20 million for all the athletic programs to pay its players. So I guess that's a hard cap there. What he's talking about is tampering. And I 100% unequivocally agree with Coach. The tampering, we talked about on this fucking show, God knows how many times. It is rampant and it happens constantly. Constantly. It's happened so much in the last year and a half, 2 years, that I've had to tell coaches actively on the phone not to talk to me about this kind of shit anymore. I'm not going to tell a kid to leave another school to come to you in the middle of the season. Like when the window's open and you want to talk business, I'm all for it. That's why I represent my guys the way I do. But if you call me in week 5 and you're like, hey, I know this kid isn't playing and think he'd enter the transfer portal, I'm going to be like, dude, focus on your own people. This is not the time to do it. The same way that I'm only taking 3.5% and there's agents taking 25% and 20%.
I mean,
That's called having moral character. You guys, people can think whatever they want about me, but I am not a fucking liar and I'm not a cheat and I don't fucking screw people over and I try and do what I say I'm going to do. And that's one of the reasons why people don't like me, because I'm not a fucking snake like the majority of you motherfuckers are. So, and I'm not afraid to also point my finger at it and say, hey, snaky snake, if you hiss like a snake and you slide like a snake and you bite like a snake, you old motherfucking snake, rattle, rattle. So what I'm saying is the tampering is, they've got to get a handle on this shit, dog. The tampering shit it should be illegal. It is really illegal in the NFL. Like they will dock draft picks. They'll suspend guys. Definitely, like you will get fucking blackballed in the NFL. You do some shit like this. So you're not supposed to be going after people on other people's rosters, and you shouldn't until the season's over. And what he's saying is real. It's 100% real. We know this because it happened to 41. 41 was an all Big 12 linebacker, and then I guarantee you some point in the season last year, Alabama got a hold of him, and because he was out quick too. That shit was happening. He went in the portal and he was at Alabama the next day. That is a huge indicator that it was done before it was supposed to be. It's like the contact period in the NFL with free agency, right? There's not supposed to be tampering in free agency, but then guys sign 5 minutes after free agency starts. Like I know we're dumb, but we're not stupid.
Matt, I know how much Colorado fans love Coach JB, but about 6 months ago, in like January, I broke down Sam Pendleton, who entered the transfer portal with a do not contact thing or whatever, clause or whatever the hell it's called. And yeah, it's ironic. It's great. I talked about it because I was like, this is obviously transferring. How do you enter the portal, but you say don't contact me? And then the next day, or like not the next, I mean, literally 2 days later, he's at Tennessee. So that's just, I mean, yeah, this is what it is. So
I mean, I don't know how they do this with social media and cell phones.
Yeah,
like, even if they make a rule, this is going to continue to happen. But just because right now it's happening and there's no recourse, there's no penalty. At least put a fucking penalty on it. Like at least try and catch someone doing it and like slap them on the wrist and be like, yo, we're going to show cause you for 5 years or fine you or whatever the fuck. You're getting suspended, and at least it sets a precedent for it not happening. It makes people think twice before they go break the fucking rules again. Right now, it's like fucking Miami in the 70s and 80s where you're like, I guess I should sell some coke. Everyone else is doing that shit. It's the Wild West. Let's go. Like I wish that I could live in that era, bro, because that was my father's era, and he was a savage. And it's just you can get away with fucking anything back in the day, dog. Fuck.
Let's go to number 2.
You change the subject real quick. This is the criminal mindset against the non-criminal mindset right there.
No, let's stay on track. Number 2 here. Take a listen.
Standing. Secondly, I like the professional rules to be implemented in college. They're getting ready to be pros, so let's go 2 feet in, on the catches. Let's mark the foul if it pass interference. Let's do the same thing the pro game is. Let's do it to college.
So I've been different on that. Go ahead. You go first. Go ahead.
I don't have a problem with 2 feet. I don't have a problem with the overtime rules. I think the overtime rule now is terrible. I prefer the 25 in, just play until you play. I hate the 2-point conversion part of it. I think it's cheap. Not going for two. The after you score twice, you just start going for two shit. Fuck that.
Right, yeah,
It's so dumb. Like, you got to earn this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I will say this, something that no one ever talks about, and he's not talking about. If you're going to do all this, are you going to change the hash marks too? Because if you don't change the hash marks, what are we talking about? And the reason why, one of the main reasons college football, there's so much scoring, because you're always running to a huge open side of the field. Very, 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 very rarely are you actually in the middle of the field. And the defenses have to adjust to it accordingly. And now you got athletes in space, and they're running in space constantly. Well, one of the reasons the NFL is so goddamn fucking, there's so much parity, and the scores of most games are one scores. I mean, what is it, like 70% of NFL games are one score games?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason that's the case is because the hashes are tight, and you're always in the middle of the field. So even if you run the ball to the right all the way out of bounds, they just come back and put it on the right hash in the middle of the goddamn field, not all the way out by the numbers. And they're putting the ball in the fucking hash, and you're like, I wonder which way we should run, Johnny. And there's 80 yards to the left. So if you're going to change all that, you got to change the hash marks too. But I'm not against it by any means.
I'm indifferent. So I'm like, we're just going to admit this is. Are we going to admit it's professional football, though, or are they just going to sit here and say it's college football? Yeah.
Always be college football. They put the 2-minute warning in, and nothing changed. I think they should spot file personal or pass interference. I think that they should definitely make it down by contact. This whole like just going down and you're down thing in college football is dumb as fuck. Like it's just stupid. So there's things that they could change, but I think the hash marks have to be talked about.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's listen to the last part of it.
And let's do something about the uniforms. We got guys out there in backer shorts. That makes me sick because I'm a football guy. Like I played this game at a high level, and I have so much respect for this game. And how can we allow guys out there in backer shorts? No knee pads, no nothing, literally pants up under their thighs, and that's cool. So I think there should be a fine implemented for that stuff, and let's have more respect for this tremendous game. Now I could go all day when you talk about making changes, but we have a pretty good game.
Matt, I would agree with that too. I mean, the uniforms are such a big part of it. Just think about playing 26, how many different uniform combos you're going through with each team. It's a huge part of it. I agree. And then not having any leg pads, no knee pads. I don't know how people do that shit. Like, so I agree with him wholeheartedly on this one.
Yeah. And I'm curious. I mean, I would love to hear like a general census of players' reaction to that last comment, because
you know that they want to wear the smallest little fucking nut.
Selfishly as a player, I'd be like, man, I want to wear it. Like, I don't want to wear any of it. But as a like understanding of the game, like, yeah,
I think that they look worse now than they used to. Personally, I always prided myself on looking good. You look good, you play good. I don't understand people that can walk on there looking like a fucking slob and expect to play well. That don't work.
Well, yeah.
I think if you make the uniform work for you, then everything will work for you on the field. And I truly believe that shit. And you dress for success, it's the same thing. On the field of play, I want to look good to go play good. In reality, I want to look good to perform well. If I'm going on a fucking big time job interview or some shit that requires me to put on a fucking 3-piece and look like the motherfucking penguin, just sexy, I'm in. I can make that happen. You need me to cowboy this motherfucker up? Bam, I got the hat in the corner. Like, if you don't look good, no one's going to take you seriously off the bat. You look like a slob, I'm going to immediately think you're a fucking slob.
Well said, Matt. Well said. Well, there's us reacting to Coach Prime comments at Big 12 Media Day.